Hello and welcome everyone, and welcome to the episode of Fastlane, where we look at the Lights series. Yes, Sunday and Monday Night Lights here, and we are, well, I guess at Auto Club. You may be a little confused. Why are we in Michigan? Well, Michigan, the opening race for every series, so you have the Saturday Cup Series, Sunday and Monday Lights, they follow the same schedule, and then you have the Challenger Series. All the opening races are at different tracks, so it shows the a greater set of skills than just, practice Michigan and then do it 3 more times. So because of that, we have Auto Club, and we're going to be starting with the Sunday Lights. And of course, if you want to watch the full race, it's all right here at the Millennium Racing League YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to there. But yeah, the Sunday Lights was a caution-free race. You have some returning favorites as well as some brand new faces, much like in the Cup Series itself on Saturdays. And because of that, you have, well, a bunch of different strategies. Some are specialized in saving tire, and some are specialized in saving fuel. Now, on Sunday, that so much wasn't a thing. There was a little bit of fuel saving. It was a caution-free race, like I said. In 75 laps, you're actually going to see, if we go to the Lights qualifying, Xander was able to get pole pretty handily over his team boss, Gio. And actually, Fireslayer and B. Schultz qualified, but they were not able to make the race. And so, therefore, they just get last place points. So, other than that, though, random draws to find out the rest of the field. Hunty, Keith, GTR Jacob, a brand new face here. One of those brand new faces. Same thing with Fireslayer and B. Schultz. They're still waiting on their debut, though. Liam making his return to Sunday Night Lights. Jordan Jauja in another debut entry for Sunday Night Lights. Mayo, Saturday's winner, returning to competition for Sundays. Justin Shackett in the number 10, much like his old ride was. Wasted, making a transition from Monday to Sunday here. And then, of course, VT and Mo Power Cap. However, despite this race having no cautions, that doesn't mean that strategy was not a thing. And like I said, out of all these guys, especially with the Monday drivers, trying to take advantage of some practice here going into the Monday race, you're going to see some people save a little bit of tire and save a little bit of fuel. However, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't change the overall outcome of the race, and you'll see what I mean here in a second. Other than that, though, like I said, we're going to give the highlights of the race. Much like Michigan, the racing was tight. Basically, the entire pack, and basically in the second pack here, let me say that, front pack went single file, quick, fast, in a hurry. GTR Jacob, in his debut, showing some speed up there in P5, but you can see that everyone else, though, was doing their damnedest in order to stay single file. Meanwhile, these guys back here, this is a mix between some Sunday drivers as well as Monday drivers. You can see Mayo. Here's Keith right here. There's UK making his way through the field. Justin Shackett. A bunch of these guys back here, unfortunately, were not able to hang with the front pack, and so they're on the back foot essentially. But you can actually see the difference in speed compared to from the front to the back here, and because of that. They had to go single file, quick, fast, in a hurry, but they kept battling, and that was the thing that really held them back is their battling. Huge shout out to BS14 Cars up here in the booth with me. He essentially retired from the Sunday series and is focusing on the Monday series, but you can see Long Live the Sauce, actually. Another debut entrant. He races on Mondays. However, he wanted to get the practice and get Sunday done. So this is his debut race with us, so we'll see how he does. There's Wasted right there. Keith back there. But yeah, these guys all essentially were making sure they were hitting their marks. Other than that, strategy was essentially, just pit. Fuel window was roughly 18 to 20 laps. So it was a pretty clear-cut 3-stop of a race because the total laps was 75. But depending on when you pit was the thing. Hunty was extending his gap over, well, I guess in terms of the fuel window, in order to try to get up to the front. However, he would have a little bit of misfortune strike him, and I don't think it's this run. I think it's the next run, honestly. But yeah, unfortunate from him. The 44 of Geo actually makes contact with him, going into yeah, it's actually this run right here. We're gonna kind of skip ahead because Hunty was on a bit of an alternate strategy, so that allows the second pack to kind of link up, back up. You can see the 18 of Xander is able to kind of pull away, and the 15 of Hunty trying to make his way forward, and just because of the differing strategies, you know, some people on fresh tires, some people not, you have difference in speed. You can see the 11 baseball kid unfortunately not making it, but you can see that the 18 was able to really extend his gap. But here's what I'm talking about with the 15 of Hunty here. So the 15 of Hunty looking down the inside, the 44 a bit of a late block, and then the 44 really dives on down the apron, and because of that the 15 gets collected in the 44's unfortunate mistake right there, and then Geo unfortunately goes for a ride, and that knocks the 15 of Hunty down a peg. So really sets him back, and I'm not sure if he would have been able to catch Xander with that, but it definitely would did him in. And then secondly, another major incident that happened was actually towards the end. I don't actually recall the actual timestamp, but I do believe it was right around here. Yep, you can see the 93 going for a ride right there. There it is. So the 22 was in front, and I think pretty sure the 93 was just trying to get out of the way. The 93 of Loho making his return as well, just getting practice in for Mondays. I think he was just getting out of the way, wasn't expecting the 22 to go low, and then he just gets collected in his bumper, and that puts the 22 into the grass. So that knocks the 22 out of the race, unfortunately. Or out of the running, let me rephrase that. But yeah, that is, you know, just little things like that, you know, just doesn't bring out a caution. It's just unfortunate. But this racing right here was insane for P2. So you have the Mopao teammates and then the Chaos Crew teammates down here. Both very strong runs. And if you caught me correctly, that is, yes, the battle for P2. Xander's long gone. He's that black dot right there. When it's your day, it's your day. I'll say that. But going to the end of the race, that was already the last lap. The beat and banging Mopao Cat is able to get it done, and Hunty, unfortunately, was not able to get the 10 of Justin Shackett. So that is an excellent podium for those guys to start things out with. So let's take a look at the results. So Xander, 10-second gap, if you think about it, between him and UK. Justin Shackett, like I said, finishing up the top three. Hunty rebound the P4, and you can see Long Live the Sauce was very quiet most of the race, and you're going to hear his name come up again. Very quiet, but stayed out of trouble, and P6 was his result, finishing in front of Mayo by 6 seconds. So unfortunately, Mayo was not able to find the speed that he had on the Michigan side of things, and because of that, and well, also his incident with the 93, that's what set him back a little bit. Jordan Jauja, P8, Jacob in his debut race, excellent job from him, and then Beatty completes the top 10. We had 17 total entrants today, and you can see the rest of the running order right here. Gio, unfortunately, finishing 2 laps down in 14th. His tires ended up getting shot, and he had to pit an extra time. So because of that, the points are actually very self-explanatory, much like any race one. If you led a lap, actually, funnily enough, I counted, and only the top 5, the top 6 actually was able to lead a lap. But since Sauce was on Monday, he did not receive points. So really, essentially, the points are essentially your finishing order. So weird how that works out sometimes. But because of that, stats very self-explanatory as well. And the team standings It's looking like a VPR shutout type of thing with the Chaos Crew. Having 5 full-time entries. Source was not able to make it, but all of them finishing very, very well. The lowest one is Keith, who ended up finishing P12, but still a very solid run for the team, with everyone else, with Mo Powa having 2 drivers only to their ranks. And you can just see the breakdown of the teams right here. GTR making his debut for just the race as well, but also for GTR, and putting in a good solid result of a P9 right there. So excellent job. So with that completes the Sunday series. And as we go to Gateway, I mean, much like what I said in the Cup Fastlane, I wouldn't doubt any of the top 5. They were all together very, very much the entire race, and they were part of that front pack, and they were basically the same speed. We'll have to see how that goes, but if it goes to tire wear, there's a lot of these guys that can make it work, so we'll have to see how that goes. Moving on to Monday. Monday had a different set of drivers, of course. Let's actually move to that right here. So Long Live the Sauce, actually. Like I said, I told you his name would come up again. Going out and actually leading and getting his first lap led. So good job from him. In the Monday side, let me rephrase that. In the Monday side, so that's just a point right there. Excellent job from him. Nathan, 2-time champion on the Monday side, lining up P2. Worscott and Piper actually did not start, but they would have lined up P3 and 4. Jose Proje making his debut in the race. A bunch of new names, like I said. We love to see it. A bunch of new names joining us for their debut races, for their points night. So Long Live the Sauce and Jose Proje for sure. One of those. Other than that, we had some returning favorites like BD Deadman, Gio. Gio, in the time of Sunday to Monday, declared points from Monday. So essentially, he let Xander, I'm going to just go to the team standings for this, be by themselves for GMI. So he's going to be essentially running the show on Sundays, and on the Monday side, he's going to be joining his teammate of Nathan in order to try to make it work. So with that, you have a 15-car field split between both Sunday and Monday drivers, and you can see that doesn't mean the racing's not as single file as some of the drivers. There was very distinct racing going on here. It was 6 cautions. So you go from a race that had 0 cautions to a race that had 6, and that's just showing the aggressiveness of some of these guys. Again, it was just hard racing though, and the theme of the race was you make one mistake, and with how close everyone is, everyone's going for a ride. There's stories where he was able to make it for Monday. Unfortunately, he was not racing for points. But yeah, just you can just see that they're essentially together the entire race. Everyone is just one big pack right here. Well, right here, I guess you have 2, but I'm just saying, one mistake and you're going for a ride. But yeah, essentially that was the theme of the race. Now, I know we're going to be looking over a bunch of things, but that's just an example. Just one mistake, and that could be a caution. The 47 gets super loose right there. That is BD. But yeah, we're going to skip ahead. If you want to see the amazing race, of course, right here, check it on out. However, let's move to the end of the race. So we have, at this point is the final run. The 39 is of Jose Proje, was able to make it all the way on field. Before this, we had cautions, and essentially it would save the entire pack, basically be on the same tires. However, this final stint lasted 23 laps. So it was a 75 lapper, and the final caution came out on, well, I guess technically it came out on like lap 50, but by the time we went green, it was lap 63. Or 53. So with that, we have the final run here, and Jose Proje is able to, try to save gas. Now, this entire time, I have B-Ray Racing up in the booth with me, and Xander down as our in-race reporter. Xander, who is known for saving fuel and tire, notorious for it, if you want to call him that, very, very adamant that you cannot save. However, Jose Proje is saying, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And because of that, he's working for it right now, throwing it down in neutral in order to definitely make it work. Everyone else behind him has made some kind of pit stop, whether it be for no tires, 2 tires, 4 tires, any one of these, definitely trying to make it work. But yeah, the 39 though, the 39 is going to come on around and get it done for his first race win on his debut race. That makes two debut races and 2 wins for the MRL weekend. And because of that, Long Live the Sauce in the 78 here was able to get P2. So excellent job from him. Now I'm going to show you the results. Unfortunately, the top 5 was not sent to me, but I will tell you it. It's Jose Proje, Long Live the Sauce, RS Meatwagon Xander, coming out with P3. He ended up finishing with taking a 2-tire stop, and essentially the top 5 took 2, and everyone else took 4 at some point. So you can see BD down here in P6, P7 was Jordan Jalja coming and getting just running. He's not running for points. Same thing with Wasted. But Kalen running for points. Loho, Ty Racing, Maverick, Tiny NASCAR making his return. Story Square now running for points, and Baseball Kid bringing up the rear. But yeah, it was a fascinating race to watch. And because of that, you have the points. This, again, pretty much as they are. The top 5 only led laps, so it was pretty easy from there. But yeah, you can see that Jose Proje and Long Live the Sauce, the new guys, definitely putting the pressure on the 2-time champ and his teammate Ogio. Meanwhile, BD being the one of the few VPR drivers on Mondays, him and Loho actually sitting P5 and P7 respectively in points. They have a lot of work to do here. But yeah, it was fascinating to see the level of strategy that was played in that final stint. No tires, 2 tires, 4 tires, no stop, 4 different strategies, and the results showed because, I mean, some worked and some didn't. And because of that, like I said, we moved to the team standings, and it's so close. Remember, RWI, unfortunately, they were on Sunday team standings. They are P4 there. Tied, actually, with VPR. I forgot to mention that. But on the Monday side, they are P3. Very, very close. This is a very competitive team standing field right here. So we'll have to see how things kind of shaken out. You can see the rosters for that. Some made starts and some didn't. So we'll have to see how they go here. So it is a very interesting start to the Lights season. Now, Gateway, like I said, it's not like there's a clear favor like there is on Sundays. I feel honestly, anyone can go in Gateway. If you looked at how close these guys were racing as a pack, that just shows that they all have speed. Look at that. Any one of these guys can go get it done on next Monday. And I'm looking forward to it. What can Gateway do? And actually, I'm actually curious, actually. Let's look to the track facts here. So, of course, with the fastest lap, since this is the first Lights event for both Sunday and Monday, pull for Long Live the Sauce on Monday, and race win will definitely be added to the stats. But yeah, definitely history is being made here in MRL, and I like to thank each and every one of you guys for being a part of it. So yeah, with that, we're going to close it on out for this Fastlane episode. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll see you next week at Gateway for Sunday and Monday Night Lights. Have a good night, everyone. Peace.